and off the bench sometimes Pasquale Di Stefano.
Yeah, there's an Italian presence here that I totally admire.
Zach Gutierrez is an outstanding linebacker. So is Zach Letelier. Zach Ludeman, also a solid linebacking core. Good defensive secondary that does not have John Good. He suffered a tough injury a couple of weeks ago. A key member of the secondary, he might be playing. He's in uniform.
We kind of saw him moving around, and he looked okay, but word was that we weren't going to see him, so we will keep our eyes open for John Good.
Let's tell you a little bit about the Rowan University Profs.
All right, they are the Profs. They're 0-2 right now out of Glassboro, New Jersey. They're coached by Jay Accorsi in his 19th season. He is the longest tenured coach in school history. All-time leader in wins with 129, 7 appearances in Division III championships. He's been to the national semis a couple of times, 7 New Jersey Athletic Conference titles, 5-time Conference Coach of the Year. His career record is 129 and 65. Now, the last time this team put a season together, 2019, they were 4-6, but 4-3 in the conference. So far this season, they've lost to Widener, 27-22. And then in their last game, they lost to Springfield, 46-24. Mike Husney, their quarterback, ran for 90 yards, went 15 for 22 passing for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jawan Hayes rushed for 53 yards, caught a touchdown pass. And in case you didn't notice, Salve is taking the field. Ifrike Andy ran for 43 yards and a touchdown. John Maldonado had 7 receptions. So despite the fact that they lost to Springfield, they had some good numbers there. The quarterback is Mike Husney. He's a junior. He's a captain, second-year starter. He's 25 for 43 this season, 58%, 214 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. So he takes care of the ball well. He's rushed for 128 yards, 6 yards a carry. Better keep an eye on Mike Husney. Running back James Farrer, the junior, 152 yards in 7 attempts. 7 yards per attempt. Transfer from Monmouth. Didn't play against Springfield due to injury. We'll keep an eye out for him. Running back Jawan Hayes, a sophomore, 5'10", 220. Kind of bowling ball type, 4 yards a carry. Receivers are John Maldonado, junior captain Terry Karlstrom, Jawan Hayes, C.J. Barrett. The kicker is Jake Hurler. He's 2 for 2 in field goals, and he's got a 38-yarder, so there's another thing. Defensively, A.J. Akins, the defensive end, has 24 tackles and 3 sacks. Those are some big numbers there. Mike Macciola, the middle linebacker, number 2 in tackles. Tim Hutchison, outside linebacker and a captain, number 3 in tackles. The free safety, Calvin Harper, has their only interception. They've got 103 members on their roster, much like Salve, and 77 are new to the program. And get this, 53 are freshmen.
Half the roster, freshmen. It's an interesting fact. By the way, the tackles for Mr. A.J. Akins, he has 3 sacks. That's the total number of sacks on the entire defense. So you might be hearing A.J. Akins' name quite a bit. Both teams are on their respective sidelines. Salve has their brand new gray uniforms, jerseys and pants with blue numerals, which can be hard to read at certain times. On the other side, you've got Rowan, all in white, helmets, jerseys, pants. They are brown and gold for the school colors. And we've got the captains, some of them, out at the middle of the field for a coin toss, led by the referee, who is Dennis Donovan. And let's see how the coin toss comes out.
Salve wins it.
Salve wins it. Gee, you think they'll defer?
I think they will.
And they did. So Rowan will start off on offense in this one. They're the officiating crew, led by Dennis Donovan, the referee, umpire Michael Lee. The head linesman is Richard Newman. The line judge, Jerry Morrissey. The field judge is Brian Labby. The side judge, William Wolf. And the back judge, Bradford Farrington. Up here in the booth, clock operator William Graves III. And the play clock operator, Daniel Brothers.
It's kind of a spectacular day for college football. Bright. The sun is, hidden by some clouds, but generally speaking, it's very comfortable. It's just a sensational day for football, and Salve and Rowan are getting ready to kick it off.
And just as importantly,
ladies and gentlemen,
Seth is up here doing the camera work. Jackson's taking care of the music, and Kylie's on the computer over there. Unfortunately, Kylie's stuck with a headset, so she has to listen to us.
Oh, no, she's not. She's not on headset as I look.
Yes, she is.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
All right, we've got the national anthem coming up here. Let's see if we can pick it up for you. And then we'll be ready to go. All righty then, boys and girls. Glad you could join us here on a Saturday afternoon. Mostly sun, but every now and then more clouds. Light, not too hefty breeze. And Salve gets ready to host Rowan for the first time ever. And a reasonably good-sized crowd. It's picking up as we speak. A lot of late arrivals.
That does happen. People spend a little time maybe barbecuing and so forth out in the parking lots and areas. And then all of a sudden at like 11:59, a couple of thousand people come streaming in. But yeah, they're still making their way.
All right, taking care of the kickoff for Salve. Well, it's usually Chris Maida, but that's not Chris. Let's see who's doing the kicking right now. It looks like it's Matt Spallanzani, or it could be Matteo Morosco. It's probably Matteo. And here comes his approach, and here comes his kick with the orange shoes. End over end, taken at the 9-yard line. And the run back is at the 20, a slow down and a bring down before the 25-yard line. Reaching in there and getting a hand in there very quickly. Let's see who that was. It could have been Ryan Jans. So 1st and 10 for Rowan, and they'll get it at their 24-yard line. They are led by the quarterback, Mike Husney, a 5'10", 170-pound junior out of Toms River, New Jersey. And let's see who's going to be in the backfield.
I see Mike. There's Mike, of course.
Quarterback. He's going to be in the shotgun formation. He's got a single setback behind him and splits left and right. Wing back on the left. And the snap. And it will be the handoff straight ahead. And just a 2 or 3 yarder right there.
Juwan Hayes, I believe.
It is Juwan, the sophomore, 5'10", 220 out of Florence, New Jersey. Dylan Hodge keyed the tackle from his middle nose guard position. The gain is to the 27. Second and 7, excuse me. Salve will show them a 3-man front. Back to the shotgun formation goes Husney. He'll play fake it, keep it, gets away from the rush, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Great penetration.
Well, he avoided the first rush, but couldn't avoid the second, as he ended up losing. Not sure, that's probably going to go down as a rush for minus yards, but anyway you look at it, let's see what happened. I think we have a penalty on the play.
Yeah, we do. It's a holding, declined by Salve. It was on Rowan.
That's an interesting call, declining it.
Well, it's losing. 3rd down.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd and about 10, so he loses 3 on that play.
give Dylan Budnick credit for the tackle. Senior out of Cranford, New Jersey. So Rowan with a tough spot here to begin, facing 3rd and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Spread formation, trips to the right, single wide to the left. Snap, play fake, pass over the middle, complete, first down. Nice catch out there by C.J. Barrett, the tight end. Set up on the right, went cross, easy pass to the 42-yard line.
Pickup of 18 on the play.
Key first down right there for Rowan to keep this drive going and not have to go 3 and out. Husney brings him up to the line of scrimmage. They're going left to right here at Toppa Field. And they've got trips over on the left side in this formation. Quick look over to the left is caught by Maldonado. Breaks through a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and nudged out of bounds in Salve territory inside the 45-yard line.
Well, the passing attack is starting to look pretty sharp right about now. That time he picked up 14 yards on that pass play.
Yeah, the run after the catch was impressive by John Maldonado, the leading receiver on this team. 1st and 10 Rowan at the Salve 44-yard line. And this time it's a handoff and straight ahead for a good gain as Juwan Hayes gets about 6 yards going off the left tackle. They mark it at the 39, so it'll be a 5-yard pickup for Juwan.
Well, a good-looking opening drive thus far for the Rowan Profs.
This time they'll set it up with a slot formation on the left side. In the shotgun, there'll be the handoff. Juwan Hayes trying to go wide around the left side is slowed down. He's brought down for a short gain to about the 35-yard line.
The bench thinks he has the first down. I'm not sure he does. I think he's a yard shy.
He is. At the 35 of Salve, it's a 3rd and 1. This is obviously, I would think, 4 down territory right here.
Well, they do have a field goal kicker, but I don't think he's got it from over 50, so I do agree. It's 4 down territory.
Good size on the Rowan front line. The tackles go 290 and 305. And under center, handoff. Husney gives it. There's running room on the left side. There's the first down and more. As the ball carrier looked to be Greg Harris. He just slid off the left side to outside the tackle as he limps back to the sideline.
Picks up 11 yards, and right now, Rowan is carving up the Salve defense. He's got to find a way to kind of tighten this up.
The guards go 240 and 260. The center is 280. That's an average of about 280 up on the front line, tackle to tackle. From the Salve 25-yard line. Play fake, throw over the middle, wide open. Maldonado dives forward to get down to about the 6-yard line. He was wide open in the middle. So
yeah, that play fake is really holding the Salve linebackers, and right now they are getting guys running free in the middle.
1st and goal for Rowan at the Salve 6. Snap to Husney, handoff Juwan Hayes looking for a hole, finds a seam, and then gets brought down around the 2 or 3 yard line. Oh, the blocking on that front line is
stopping the
controlling
clock for
things
something.
here.
Yeah.
The ball is on the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal. Rowan has taken the opening kickoff and marched right down the field, mixing up both run and pass.
Yeah, they're making this look a little too easy.
Well, I want to see where John Maldonado is because he's the guy. But it's not going to be a pass. It's going to be a run. Pushing, diving, and into the end zone goes the quarterback, Mike Husney. That time the Rowan front line just took the defensive front of Salve and pushed them into the end zone.
10 plays, 76 yards in 4.5 minutes. Rowan made that one look very smooth.
On for the extra point would be Jake Hurler. Awaiting the snap. There it is. Kick is up. The kick is good. It is 7-0 Rowan. Early first quarter. Back after this.
NCAA Division III student athletes are asking for your support in creating a positive game environment for home.
Down to a 7-0 lead as Mr. Hurler gets ready for the kickoff. And we have 3 men deep. The deepest would be, I'm not sure, maybe Ben Cortez. The kick is rolling around, and it is going to be picked up
He's got a
by Salve.
out to the 40-yard line. He goes.
One of the up backs.
No, it was the deep back actually.
Oh, D'Alessio? Okay. Ashton D'Alessio. I lost him. I couldn't find him. And Rowan found him, but not till he got up to the Salve 40-yard line. So down 7-0. Salve goes to work. Long drive.
Yeah, it was a 10-play, 76-yard drive. Mike Husney took it in from the 2. Right now, Rowan leads 7-0.
Snap to McGuire. Play fake. Pitches it forward. Now ahead to Moriello. Moriello's got some room. Goes wide to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. He's dragged out of bounds in front of the Rowan bench. A play fake and then a shovel pass ahead to Moriello right in the middle of the line. He cut to the right and started running.
Picked up almost 25 yards, 24 yards to the 36.
First and 10 for Salve. Big play to get their first possession started, and a penalty flag is thrown. And let's see, Salve may have done something wrong here.
It's almost certainly not on the defense. I don't know if it's a false start or...
Referee Dennis Donovan is talking to Kevin Gilmartin. Salve takes a timeout to avoid the penalty, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think it was hard to believe it was the play clock. I mean, it was, you know how quickly they move.
All right, let's take our own 30-second timeout right here. We'll be right back with you. In Rowan territory. And it is a rollout by McGuire. Now he pitches wide to Moriello. Ball's on the ground, and Rowan's going to recover it.
That was not a good pitch. He kind of threw it behind Joey as he was running forward. He reached back. It tipped off his hand. Rowan recovers.
Andrew Spinello on the recovery for Rowan. And they get it right back on the Salve turnover. Jack McGuire waited till the last second, made the pitch almost behind Moriello. And a Salve turnover ruins this drive. And Rowan goes back to work on the offense, leading 7-0.
And when you look at what Rowan did on their first possession, this becomes a pretty important play for Salve, important drive, that is.
32-yard line of the Profs. Back to work goes quarterback Mike Husney, who can run or pass. And from the shotgun, he's going to throw it over the middle, and it is caught for a short gain. I believe that's C.J. Barrett. Quick gainer, but only out to about the 36-yard line, a pickup of 4. That was just a quick look in that time by Husney. He didn't waste any time. He's got Juwan Hayes on his right shoulder in the shotgun. Slot formation to the right side. Single wide to the left. The snap, and Husney wants to run with it. Now he pitches it to Juwan Hayes. Hayes to the 40, to the 45. Finally upended just over the 45-yard line, but a nice pickup that time by Rowan. And coming in to make the stop for Salve was Zach Tucker.
Another 11 yards for Juwan Hayes. And right now, this Rowan offense does not look like it comes from an 0-2 team.
At their own 47-yard line, 1st and 10, marching again. Snap, handoff, Hayes, left side, finds a bit of a seam and gets into Salve territory around the 47-yard line.
Little extracurricular on away from the play, but the refs decided to let it go.
Pick up to the Salve 48, 2nd down and about 5.
The carry on that was?
That was Juwan.
Okay.
Out to center the ball is Price Bouchard, a 280-pound junior. In the shotgun. Salve goes offside. Here's the play for Husney. Going to throw it to the sideline, and it is going to be caught at the Salve 40 by John Maldonado.
That was a free play, so they'll probably take it.
On the play, making the stop for Salve would be, don't tell me, I'm going to turn the page and tell you, is Zach Gutierrez, the linebacker.
Picked up 10 yards on that pass play, and again, the offside is going to be declined, I'm certain. Right now, Mike Husney is 5 for 5 passing.
So the Props are having no problem moving against Salve. They're 1st and 10 at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Salve sticks with that 3-man front. 2 deep in the secondary. Blitz is on, doesn't work. Maldonado with a catch, wide on the left side, breaks 1 tackle, another tackle, and gets down to about the 25-yard line.
Maldonado is having himself a quarter, let me tell you.
He is a 6-foot junior who goes 208 pounds and is not easy to bring down.
Picks up another 15 yards on his 4th reception already.
To the Salve 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Husney gets the snap, play fake and keeps it, rolls out. He fakes the pitch, cuts forward, and spins and churns down close to the 20-yard line.
Picks up only 2 on that one. That was an option play that didn't really work that well. He didn't have much of an option himself. He didn't have a place to pitch. He picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Zach Gutierrez helped out on the tackle. 2nd down, about 7 here. Left to right. Go the Props in the opening quarter. 7.5 remaining. And Rowan threatening again. Trips to the left side. Blitz again. Back to pass. Husney throws, and it is caught by C.J. Barrett. Gets away from a defender and strolls right into the end zone. This is looking way too easy. C.J. Barrett on the receiving end. He was on the left side wide near the sideline and open. And one guy was near him, but C.J. got by him easily.
Right now, Mike Husney is 7 for 7 for 99 yards in the first quarter, halfway through.
Snap, kick, and it is good. 14-0. Rowan. Scoreboard says 13, but as far as I know, it's 14.
There we go.
There we go. And we'll be back with more right after this. nothing, giving up 2 quick touchdowns and making a costly turnover.
That was a 7-play, 68-yard drive. C.J. Barrett, a 20-yard pass from Husney. It came after a fumble recovery, Salve turnover, and with 7:14 left to go in the first quarter, 14-0 Rowan.
Hard line drive kick that is going to go out of play before it gets into the end zone.
Well, again, they'll get to the 35 probably. They were at the 40 last time, so they've had good field position, but now they got to take care of the ball.
And now Salve's offense has got to keep moving the ball and not turn it over.
Yeah, the ball security right now is critical. I think a long drive, preferably resulting in some points, is critical because right now Rowan's offense has just been sensational.
On that front line for Salve, you've got Jason Azzolino, flanked by Steve Dewey and Blake Guerreri, and then Pete Noonan and Elion Telford at the tackles. 1st and 10 at their 35. McGuire from the shotgun. Here's the handoff, Moriello, and he is stopped before he got to the line of
I was
scrimmage.
going to say, didn't even get back to the line. Loss of 1 on the play.
Leading the charge was Josh Ortiz, 5'9", 250-pound sophomore. 2nd and 11 at their own 34. McGuire in the shotgun, Moriello next to him. It goes to Moriello, breaks through the bunch and goes upfield to the 50 and gets knocked down inside the 50-yard line. Somehow, he got through a crowd at the line of scrimmage and burst forward for a big gain.
18 yards on the carry. And I'll tell you, when you got number 23 on your side, you're always in the game.
Joey Moriello, one of the captains, 5'8", 160-pound senior, and a really strong 160 pounds. 1st and 10, 48 of Rowan. Snap, Moriello again, right tackle, finds a seam, stays on his feet. Penalty flag thrown as he is brought down around the 40-yard line. This is going to be a hold.
And I'll tell you, that penalty flag came out late, and it came out behind the play. So if that was indeed a holding, and we're pretty certain it was.
It is.
Boy, just not a great idea from that spot. But there we go, from the point of infraction.
Which is right around the 49-yard line where Moriello broke free.
So they're probably going to go back to their own 41.
So not anything good happening right now for Salve. And when good things were happening, a turnover stopped them once, and now a penalty slows them down.
1st and 20.
They're at their own 42-yard line. They're going right to left, right in front of us, up in the press box.
Empty backfield.
Trips to the left side. Snap. McGuire looking, throwing over the middle, short, and it is caught and complete. On the reception is John Whitehouse.
Yeah, very short completion.
John out of Foxborough, graduate student. Gets them down, or up to their own 45. 2nd down, but a long way to go. They've got to get to the Rowan 38-yard line. Trips again to the left side. Single wide to the right. Movement in the front line by Rowan. The pass caught by Whitehouse again. He's at midfield. He's caught and brought down inside the 45-yard line. So 2 in a row to John Whitehouse. And a Rowan player is down. There was no penalty despite Rowan jumping offside.
That was a 12-yard pickup that time. They needed 17, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 5.
Mike Masholi was keying the tackle with a bunch of Rowan profs. And let's see, we'll try to pick up the Rowan player for you as he is on one knee right now, trying to stand up, talking to the trainers. The ball resting at the 43 of Rowan. That'll make it a manageable 3rd down. And getting up is linebacker Eric Matos out of Camden, New Jersey, and he is running off the field. He looks to be okay.
They've been just shaken up a little bit. He looks fine.
So let's see if Salve can convert here. Are they in 4-down territory at the 43 of Rowan?
I doubt it.
Rowan's front line on defense, 245, 240, 265, and 215. Good size there, just like on the offensive front. They show a 4-man front. McGuire is going to work from the shotgun. He's got Moriello on his left shoulder. Snap Goes to Joey, wants to go wide, has room. First down and more for Joey. 30-yard line, 25-yard line. Ball came loose when he hit the ground. They will rule him down, I believe. They do.
They do.
Joey Moriello to the rescue.
Picks up 18 yards to the 25.
Designed to go just off right tackle. Joey took it wider and had a lot more room. Salve quick to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. And it will be Moriello trying the left side. Got running room. 20, 15, 10. Moriello 5 and down inside the 5-yard line. Great acceleration by Joey Moriello. Found that daylight on the left side.
I think they're down at the 5-yard line where it's going to be 1st and goal.
Salve trying to fight back down 14-0. Less than 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And it will be Moriello again. Finds an opening on the right side, but doesn't make it to the goal line. Gets about down to the 2, maybe.
Moriello on the carry. Brought down by Ascoli.
And is Joey coming out? Is that Joey? Oh, no, that's somebody else. No, it is Joey. Joey Moriello is coming out after that play. Connor Welch is in the backfield right now. 2nd and goal. About the 3. McGuire wants to pass, throws in the end zone, too high. Incomplete.
McGuire's pass intended for DeVito is incomplete.
That was intended for Max DeVito. Just way too high in the left corner of the end zone.
And we have our first incompletion of the game by either side.
So at the 3, just inside the 4, actually. Salve 3rd and goal. Welch is still in there. Pitch to Connor, trying to go right side. He's slowed down, he's brought down. He's not going to get anywhere near the goal line. It's going to be a 4th down for Salve. And their kicking crew is coming on for a field goal attempt, apparently. Joey Moriello went off the field after that last run. He ran off the field, but he did not come back.
Well, here's a field goal. Apparently, it's much like an extra point.
Chris Maida will attempt a field goal from about the 11. Kick is on the way. The kick is good. 21-yard field goal for Chris Maida. Salve's on the scoreboard, but they have to settle for a field goal. It is a Rowan lead of 14-3 with 3:29 to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
The 21-yard field goal to get Salve on the board. They trail 14-3, and one thing we haven't seen from them is a defensive stop of any kind. Rowan has done everything they've wanted to on offense. This is a big drive now.
Mateo Marasco with the kickoff. High end-over-end kick comes down inside the 5, taken there, and the run back begins. 15, far side, not quite getting to the 20.
Nice tackle.
Is the Rowan return man, and that would be Terry Karlstrom.
Good open field tackle as he was trying to get around the corner, and he did not even get to the 20. But they'll start this drive at their own 18-yard line.
Score one for the team.
Salve Regina University football live on FM 101.1 and on WADK.com.
Salve cannot afford Rowan to march down the field for 7 more. I think that would put this game in real jeopardy.
Mike Husney showing what a good quarterback he is. Takes the snap, hands it off, right up the middle, short gain. And who was that? Was that Juwan or somebody else?
I think it was Juwan.
It might have been Ifriki.
Oh,
No,
you're right. It was 23. Yes.
23.
Yep.
Ifriki Andy. And we don't say that as, some kind of a slanderous statement. His name is Ifriki Andy. Ball at the 20, 2nd and 8. And this time it will be a play fake. Hustling wants to throw on the run. There's C.J. Barrett, wide open, 30, 35, brought down at the 40.
What a terrific pass. That time they had him dead to rights in the backfield for a sack. He went underhand and threw it around the defenders coming at him. It gets out to the 41-yard line, a pickup of 21.
Tackled by C.J. Minchin, the junior out of Hoboken, New Jersey. 1st and 10 for Rowan. They continue to move at will at their own 41.
That catch was Barrett? I'm sorry.
Yes, C.J.
Okay,
Barrett
yep,
on the receiving end. Here is the handoff. Nothing there in the backfield. Making the tackle on Ifriki Andy is that Salve defense.
Ifriki Andy on the carry. Brought down by Alex Pitzer.
Alex got in there first, huh? Alex Pitzer, the senior defensive end out of New Milford, Connecticut.
Yeah, lost about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Now they've got to try to contain the passing game a little bit, just to show you what's going on. Mike Husney is 8 for 8 for 120 yards. We're in the first quarter.
With 1:40 to go. Spread formation. Slot to the right. Now the slot back Maldonado goes in motion to the left. Movement on the front line. False start. Rowan. Outside tackle on the right side. Guilty party there.
That was just a case, I think, of that play took too long to get set up. And I think the linemen get a little antsy at that point as Husney was moving people around. It took forever, and somebody jumped.
Ball back on the 33 now. 2nd down.
And boy, does Salve need a stop.
They got to get to the Salve 49 for a 1st down. Trips to the left side. Single wide to the right side. Snap. Play fake. Looking to pass. Husney has all kinds of time. He's going to run. And he's got room. He's got moves. Midfield and beyond. Look at Husney go down to the Salve 36-yard line.
Brought down by Matt Sylvia.
Matt Sylvia made a touchdown-saving tackle right there, the young man out of East Greenwich. But what a run by Mike Husney, the quarterback.
Yeah, Mike Husney made some moves on that run that had Salve players tackling air. 31 yards on the run. Mike Husney is having a quarter.
1st and 10 at the Salve 36. Husney's under center for this one. Goes out and hands it off to Ifriki Andy, and he'll get maybe a yard or two trying the left side of that offensive line. Salve linebacking crew includes Joe Vecchione, Zach Ludeman, Zach Letellier, and Zach Katarius. Apparently you can't be a linebacker unless your name's Zach. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. So it's been pretty much all Rowan as they lead 14-3 over Salve. We are going to take, if you don't mind, Max, a 60-second timeout from Midtown, and then we'll be back with more. Stay with us.
Bears of Western New England.
All right, the second quarter to get underway. Rowan with the ball. And here is Husney back to pass. Looking long, throwing long, and it will be caught by Maldonado for a touchdown. That was up there for a while, but Maldonado was in perfect position. It was perfectly thrown, and he's got some good size. John's 6 feet tall, 208. And Rowan scores again.
Boy, I'll tell you, they are making it look as easy as can be. 6 plays, 82 yards.
Jake Hurler to attempt the extra point. Snap, ball down, kicks on the way, and the kick is good. Easy game, this game of football. At least it is for Rowan. It's 21-3. Rowan starting off the second quarter with a long touchdown pass play.
34 yards on the play. Just an amazing stat line for Mr. Mike Husney. He is 9 for 9 for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns, and we have just begun the second quarter.
You know, and it's not like Mike Husney is an overpowering size quarterback. He's 5'10", about 170 pounds. But he knows how to play that quarterback position, and he is showing us that this afternoon.
How in the world is this team 0-2? You know, you have to ask yourself.
Yeah, Salve came in 3-0, Rowan 0-2, but yet it's all Rowan so far. Getting set for the kickoff for Rowan would be Dylan Hallett. And the kick, end over end, hard line drive, taken at the 5-yard line, up to the 20, up to the 25, and some solid hitting at the 30-yard line to bring down the Salve return man. And, that's Ty O'Loughlin, Middletown High graduate, taking the return up to around the 30. A few whistles after the play was done with the little extracurricular sideline activity, but no flags were thrown. Oh, I'm sorry, we do have a flag thrown.
Block on the back, apparently.
It's not for that extracurricular, it's for an illegal penalty of a block in the back. Salve just can't get untracked.
Yeah, right now it is not looking at all good. And now they're going to march back from the 30, which means basically that penalty happened right at the point of the tackle.
And this 15-yarder is going to put 10-yard penalty back on the 20. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. And back to work goes Jack McGuire. Moriello behind him, I think. Let's see. Here's a handoff. And I think that's Joey. He's got just a few yards going off tackle left side. Joey is back. That's a good thing. They'll mark his forward progress.
At the 25, picks up 5.
25.
Even when it looks like he's not getting anything, he gets 5 yards.
All right, we got wide outs left and right. Salve's going left to right here as we watch from the press box. And it's Moriello again, trying to go wide left side. Can't. Yes, he does get around the corner, but it'll be a short gain. He kept looking for that key block. Couldn't quite come up with it and is contained on that play.
Yeah, picked up maybe another 3 or 4. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 1.
Ahmad Gant, a 6'4", 240-pound freshman. Handoff. Moriello looking for a place to go, and he decided to go outside rather than cut inside, and he is stopped for a loss on the play. And right there again is Ahmad Gant, the 6'4" sophomore from Cinnaminson, New Jersey.
And that time he lost 6 yards on it. No, I'm sorry. He lost 1 yard on the play. 4th and 2, they're going to have to punt, and that is not good news.
Tough spot here. Brian Johnson usually does the punting. He's back. Single safety back here for Rowan. Low snap, but Johnson picks it up, gets away a nice high punt. Maldonado is looking at it, takes a bounce. Nobody's going to return it. It's going to roll to just inside the 30-yard line of Rowan. So the Profs continue to dominate here early in the second half, leading 21-3. They'll start this possession on their own 29-yard line, led by their outstanding young junior quarterback, Mike Husney.
I think right about now, the Salve defense has all been probably talked to and said, see that guy number 5? Wherever he goes, you better be there, because he has just dominated this football game. Mike Husney.
Zach Tucker and C.J. Minchin patrolling the deep safety right now for Salve defense. Offset backfield, and it's going to go to Juwan. Juwan Hayes slowed down and is going to be stacked up at the 30-yard line. Great pursuit that time by the Salve defense, and I think leading the charge that time was Zach Ludeman.
So it's going to be, got almost 2 yards on that carry. So we'll call it second and about 8.
Looked like for a while there that was going to be a big run, but Salve closed that in a hurry.
Yeah, good swarming to the ball that time. Now they have got to, find a way to get at Mike Husney, who's got the quick release, and he releases it from every angle possible.
Slot formation right side. Husney in the shotgun. Gets the snap, looks to throw on the near side, and bounces it to the intended receiver, Eddie Jamison.
His first incompletion, alert the media.
Yes. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 here. Let's see if Salve's defense can respond. Rowan so far has been able to convert when they had to.
Getting some noise on the sideline, as you can hear, so it's let's see if they can respond to the crowd and their teammates.
Slot to the left side, single wides, left and right, shotgun formation. Husney, the snap, quick drop. He's going to run. He's got room. He is being chased. He's at the 40. He's got the first down, running right into the Salve sideline.
Well, I'll tell you, he makes the right decisions, doesn't he?
He didn't see an open receiver, but he saw a lot of open room on the left side and got to the Salve 42, the Rowan 42, and that's a first down.
He picked up 11 yards on that carry, and he's doing it on the ground and through the air.
Rowan on the move. Slot right. Single setback. And that would be Juwan. Juwan Hayes is brought down after a gain of 3 or 4 yards, getting right in there to make sure he doesn't get too far. Let's see who Salve was for that time. That was Dylan Budnick from his defensive line position.
Well, Salve stopping the running backs for the most part, but they have no answers for Mike Husney.
At their own 44, 2nd down and 8. Trips go wide to the right side in this formation. Hayes the single setback from the shotgun formation. Husney, 3-step drop, looking, being chased, running for his life, and now throws at the last minute, and wide open is the receiver, and still on his feet, it's Eddie Jamison, and Jamison is going to be tripped up around the 10.
He's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown?
Yep.
Oh, I looked at the wrong guy. He did get into the end zone.
That, my friends, was just on an unbelievable play by Husney. He was being chased out to the sidelines. It looked like he was going to run, and just before the line of scrimmage, he kind of heaved it over the defenders, landed right in the arms of Jamison, and he took it all the way for the touchdown, 56 yards.
Here's the extra point kick, and once again, it is good by Jake Hurler. It is 28-3. And Rowan keeps rolling it up. We'll be right back with you after this. concerned that Husney went over the line of scrimmage.
Me
but
too. I thought that as well.
it was right in front of us,
Yeah.
but apparently he didn't. Salve's in a big-time hole. Kick, hard, line drive. And this one will bounce and roll and go out of play.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. We've been doing Salve football for a long time. I have never seen them this manhandled. There's no other way to put it, by an offense. Right now, Mike Husney, let's just look at his numbers. They are insane. He is 10 for 11 passing, 210 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rushing, he is 5 carries, 44 yards. Also, another touchdown. He is single-handedly dismantling the Salve defense. Something has to change or this is going to get real ugly.
All right, from the shotgun, it's Salve. And a hand up to Moriello, trying to find somewhere to go. No room for him anywhere on that front line. He's contained easily on that play. Designed to go off tackle on the left side. And getting up from the bottom of the pile is A.J. Akins, the leading tackler on this team. A gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. McLaughlin wants to pass, throws, and that is going to be caught on a crossing pattern for a very short gain.
He actually lost a yard.
Did they actually lose it? Oh, my goodness. That is Ben Cortez on the receiving end. Set up on the left, went crossing right across the line of scrimmage and gets to the 36-yard line.
Oh, so it's a no gain then.
3rd down, about 9. Salve struggling. McLaughlin wants the sign again from Kevin Gilmartin. Now he has to bring a receiver over here, this side, Whitehouse to the left. Looking to pass, McLaughlin being rushed out of the pocket, throws on the run, caught, 1st down. Nice play, Pat Travers, Pat Travers found some open room as Jack McGuire was running for his life. And they pick up a much-needed 1st down at the 48 of Rowan.
16 yards on that pickup for the 1st down.
Hurry-up offense, trips to the right side, snap. McLaughlin gives it to Moriello, wide left side, has room, gets around the corner, turns on the speed, cuts back, gets inside the 25-yard line, finally brought down by Mike Mascioli.
There we go. See where they put the ball down. It is a 26-yard pickup to the 22.
Make that the 23, if you will, Mr. Ascoli.
And it's a 25-yard pickup.
1st and 10, trips again to the right side. McLaughlin gets the snap, throws right, and it is in the air and finally caught by Cortez for a very small gain. But Ben Cortez tipped that ball 3 different times before he caught it and got a little gain out of it.
And I'll tell you something else. It was also kind of up in the air that a defender might have grabbed it too. They pick up 5 yards somehow.
Just inside the 18 of Rowan. Back to pass again, McLaughlin. He's got the time. Now he's out of time because he's got to find an open receiver, and he does. Connor Welch gets inside the 5. Nice job by Jack McGuire, to find himself some space so he could let that pass go to a wide open Connor Welch.
14 yards on that pass play.
To the 4, 1st and goal. Salve desperately needs a score here.
And not a field goal.
Tight formation. Snap, handoff. Moriello trying to go up the middle. There is absolutely nothing in the middle of that defensive front of Rowan. I don't even know if Joey got back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of guys were plugging up the middle there. And getting up last is A.J. Akins. Back to the 5, 2nd and goal. Let's see if they want to try the air rather than the run. They're set up on the far side hash mark. Gives them a lot of space to go if they go right. McLaughlin in the shotgun. and will fake the handoff to Moriello, throw into the end zone for a touchdown. Leaping catch that time by Salve Regina. And that is Pat Travers at 6'4", grabbing that one with tight defense. And Salve finally gets a touchdown.
That time he had a receiver draped on him too. Excellent catch by Pat.
Great throw that time by Mr. McLaughlin,
You're going to keep doing that, aren't you?
by McGuire, Jack McGuire. The kick is good. So it's 28-10 with 7:13 to go.
In the first half.
In the first half. And we'll be back right after this. And back with you, getting ready for the kickoff by Salve. Mateo will back it up and kick it off. 2 men deep for Rowan. And the kick. High, end over end, not too deep. Taken at the 17-yard line. And looking for running room and finding some. Nice return here by Rowan. Getting the job done that time.
Wow.
Terry Kallstrom.
Across midfield. That's an excellent return. And that's something Salve did not need. They are at the Salve 46.
The Profs just keep on getting it done. 28-10 is their advantage.
Salve's not what you would call back in this game yet. But what's imperative, I think, for Salve, they need to have the next score. You know what I mean? If Rowan gets the next score and gets it over 30, you know, that's going to be awfully tough. So Salve has to stop here.
Getting pressure on Husney would help.
Yeah, they're not doing it at all.
Man in motion. Right to left is Maldonado. Handoff, though, goes to Jawan Hayes. Running room on the right. Almost a better part of 10 yards that time for Jawan Hayes.
And they just do everything, all the little things right today. He picks up 9 to the 37.
This is looking very easy here for the Profs. 2nd down and 1. Right to left is with the way they're headed in Salve territory. Slot formation left. Man in motion to the right is Maldonado. Snap. Handoff straight ahead. Jawan Hayes breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, fights his way forward for what was looking to be a no gain. Turns into a good gain and a first down.
Yeah, picked up only about 3 or 4, but boy, he only needed 1, so he's inside the 35 to the 33. Pick up a 4 yards and another first down.
Salve defense being tested, and so far they are struggling in that regard.
That is their 11th first down midway through the second quarter.
Husney stays in the shotgun, puts a slot to the left side, and hands it off. And this is Iafriki. Iafriki Andy gets up to about the 30-yard line before he's upended.
Hayes on the carry, brought down by Butnick. 2nd down.
That was not Hayes. That was Iafriki Andy, number 23.
To the 29-yard line, 2nd down, about 6.
And he stays in the backfield. And they set up trips to the right side. Just inside the 30-yard line of Salve. Husney takes the snap. Quick throw. It is incomplete. It was intended out there in the flat. Trying to see who the intended receiver was. Might have been Kyle Madden. So a 3rd down for Rowan. They're at the Salve 29. I would guess they're in 4-down territory if necessary.
Yeah, probably a little too long for a field goal, and certainly they're not going to punt from here. So, yep, 4-down territory.
Well, if I was Salve, I'd want to know where John Maldonado is, and he's wide to the right side.
And Mike Husney, too, because he finds a way to escape.
Husney hands it off. Straight ahead, Jawan.
I think he's got it.
Jawan Hayes inside the 25.
I think he's got the first down. He's got to get to the 23. Boy, he might be a yard short. It might not. It's going to be close.
Referee Dennis Donovan calling for a measurement right here.
Boy, this is really close.
28-10, Rowan leading Salve in their first ever meeting.
Make sure you show your love for Salve football.
It's a fairly long distance, but I'm going to call it that he's got it. It's going to be close either way.
It's just the kind of guy you are.
Yeah, well, it looks like he might have just gotten what he needs.
Mr. Bidlack and the officiating crew stepping out onto the field. And let's see, stretching the chain and
Missed it by a link.
just missed.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you stop a fourth down in an inch, but if there's a way, Salve needs to find it. This would be an incredibly important turnover if they can get it. But boy, I'll tell you, Rowan has not moved backwards today.
All right, the profs head up to the line of scrimmage.
Such a tame-sounding nickname. But boy, they haven't been that.
Up to the line on behind center is Husney. He wants to go himself. He's stood up. He's driving.
I'm not sure.
Well, I think that last push that he got him to the first down.
Yeah, well, they're putting it, where the referee is for sure, by a full yard.
Up until that final push that he gave himself, Husney was going to be stopped, but he gets the first down.
Now you look at Husney, he's not a kind of an unassuming looking guy. I mean, not a big kid at all. And boy, I'll tell you, he's just owning this game.
1st and 10, Rowan. Inside the 23 of Salve Regina.
And their passing game is so quick that interceptions are almost impossible. I don't think they have one yet all year.
Man in motion, Jamison goes to the right side. Handoff goes to the left side. It's Jawan Hayes at the 10 and knocked off his feet close to the 5-yard line. Matt Sylvia credited with the tackle, but Jawan Hayes almost took it all the way in.
Looks like he's at the 6, a pickup of 16. My goodness.
Jawan's a 5'10", 220-pound sophomore running back out of Florence, New Jersey.
I think they've decided that if they're going to take this trip all the way from New Jersey, they're going to make it worth their while.
At the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Slot formation, right side in this setup. And it will be Freaky Andy spinning, turning, pushing, driving, and in for the touchdown. Freaky Andy, a 5'6", 210-pound running back.
Well, I am at a loss for words. 46 yards, 8 plays, 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. That's what Rowan has done in this first half.
And once again, Jake Hurler on for the extra point. And this one, like all the other ones, is good. It is 35-10, Rowan leading Salve Regina. We take a 30-second timeout right here. Just noticing Middletown High School head football coach Matt Kessler and son have arrived to take a look at this one. Matt himself, a Salve grad. All right, here's the kick. Another end over end, not too deep. Taken at the 7-yard line. And bringing it back to the 20. 25 is Ty O'Loughlin, but he's not going to quite get to the 25. With now 3:38 remaining in the half. Salve going to try to mount a scoring drive, which would be rather necessary since they're down 35-10.
Yeah, this is a surprise. Not because we knew anything about Rowan, but because Salve never gets beat like this, really. So at their own 23-yard line, they're going to start what may be the final drive of the first half.
Back to work goes Jack McGuire. He's got Joey Moriello. The single setback behind him. Single wides left and right. Pitch to Moriello. Gets one block. Turns upfield. Cuts again. 30, 35. Takes the defender with him. Out to about the 38-yard line.
Looks like about 15 more yards on that pickup.
A.J. Akins on the tackle. Nice block set up at the line of scrimmage. I couldn't tell who did it, but gave a nice lane for Joey to run through. First and 10, Salve. Back to pass. Rush is on. And he lets it fly incomplete. Did he get it to the line of scrimmage? Hope it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Jack McGuire pressured that time by a couple of the props. A.J. Aiken being one of them. Also had Eric Hill in there, along with Ahmad Gant.
Aiken is having himself a day, too.
Yeah, his name is starting to come up quite a bit. Second down and 10 for Salve at their own 37. They go left to right as we look on from the press box. They put in this spread formation, slots left and right. McGuire back to pass, throws over the middle, and it is Travers with the catch at about the 45-yard line.
Going to be short by a couple of yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. Pat Travers is so sure-handed.
Just inside their own 45, it'll be the third down and better part of 3 yards here. You would expect Moriello. Trips to the left side. Snap. Joey, right side. Caught in the backfield. Spun down for no gain to set up a 4th down. Looks like somebody get hurt down there. Nope, everybody's getting up. Okay.
And picked up a yard, but they needed 3.
So 4th down and 2. And are they going for it?
They appear to be going for it. 2 minutes left to go in the half. Trust me, if they don't get it, we would not be at all shocked if Rowan turned 2 minutes into 7 points.
I'll tell you a name we haven't heard yet for Salve is wideout Hayden Hume.
True.
And I think Kevin Gilmartin is going to call a timeout with 2:01 remaining. So this devastating first half of football is about to come to an end in a couple of minutes. And let's see what Seattle. He said Seahawks, and I thought Seattle.
There we go.
Let's see if Salve can find this 2-yard play they need to get a first down.
Of course, we don't have a professional partner for the profs like we do for the Seahawks.
Yeah, this has been really tough, and
yeah, and again, it's no exaggeration to say, we've seen Western New England come in here and kind of punch Salve in the mouth from time to time, but not like this. 35-10 in the first half. This is insane, and we'll be talking about the numbers at halftime, but right now, offensively, Rowan has 348 yards of offense.
And they've done it with a pretty good amount of balance as far as run and pass goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Husney has had all the time he's needed.
Yep.
So here's the spot here for Jack McGuire.
Boy, this is really critical.
Trips to the left, snap, back to pass. McGuire, short one is caught for a first down.
Is that Hume?
That is Marcelino Labella.
Ah, there we are.
So Salve does get the first down on a little crossing pattern there by Labella. Got himself in some open territory. 1st and 10 Salve at the 47 of Rowan. Trips left, slot right. McLaughlin to pass, throwing it deep, and unable to make the catch is the intended receiver, Max DeVito, tightly guarded, face guarded almost by the Rowan defender.
Wow. Almost pass interference, but they decided it was not enough.
2nd and 10 from the 47 of Rowan.
Again, their defense has been, they've had great coverage in the backfield.
Similar formation, trips to the left, and it's Joey going right up the gut, but he's tripped, and he falls forward to about the 38-yard line. Getting a hand in there.
Brought down by Spallanzani.
Okay, glad you said that, not me.
Spallanzani, is that what he said?
I think so.
Yep. Pick up a 4 for Joey at the 43. Now it's 3rd and 6.
Minute 10 to go in the half. Back to pass and complete. Wide open. First down, Salve at the 32 of Rowan.
Pat Travers.
Pat Travers again.
And he was wide open because the defender fell down. But Pat didn't care. He picks up 11 yards and a first down.
At the 32. Now, less than a minute to go. The snap. Back to pass. Rushes on. Little flip pass. Incomplete.
I don't know. We may have roughing the passer here. We do, I think. Oh no, holding on Salve. And boy, they are not liking that on this sideline.
Yeah, the rush was on, and somebody might have grabbed the jersey of one of the Rowan defenders to protect his quarterback, Jack McGuire.
Yeah, but I think some people thought Jack might have got hit a little late, but
Ben Cortez was the intended receiver on the scramble there by Jack McGuire.
So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 with just under 48 seconds left to go in the first half.
They call the penalty on Pete Noonan, much to the dismay of the Salve fans.
And it's going to be that much harder now. Not a lot of time left.
First down.
48 seconds.
And long. Back to pass. The rush is on. Stepping up, throwing it over the middle. Wide open and a catch. What a catch by Salve Regina and Max DeVito.
Oh, my goodness, what a catch. He went up in a crowd and pulled it down.
40 seconds to go in the half. They are 1st and goal at the 5 of Rowan. Jack McGuire with a great pass. And we've got a timeout called on the field. It's called out by Salve. I didn't think Salve had any timeouts left.
I have a feeling that timeout might have been called by Rowan. Well, if they can punch it in, I mean, I wouldn't say they're back in the game, but at least they're breathing. There'll be a pulse.
Jack McGuire came through with a great patch and a fantastic catch by Max DeVito.
He really did. He was well covered. He went about as high as he can go. Not only did he catch it, but he came down on his feet kind of stumbling, because of the leap for the catch, and still got another 5 yards before he went down. So it's 1st and goal from the 5, 34 seconds left to go. You might try Joey one time, but I think after that you're going to have to throw because I don't think they have any timeouts left.
Scoreboard says 0 for them in timeouts. How about a play fake to Joey and a little pass out on the wing?
10th play of this drive.
From the 5, 1st and goal. Back to pass, the throw in the corner of the end zone, and a touchdown for Max DeVito, who pushed his defender away ever so slightly. And Mr. McGuire got him right on the numbers.
Yeah, the official said, not bad enough, because you're right. He pushed the defender away, and the ball was right there. Great throw, great play. Salve back on the board, and like I said, a pulse.
And they will get the kickoff in the opening of the second half, if that helps. Here's the extra point attempt. and a bobble on the snap, and nothing's going to happen. A low snap not handled cleanly. No extra point for Salve. 31 seconds remain. Salve trails 35-16. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, we're seeing some lightning here. Both sides, mainly Rowan, but now Salve kind of making a little comeback. That was a 10-play, 77-yard drive. Max DeVito takes the 5-yard touchdown pass from Jack McGuire. Extra point kick was no good, actually, was never even attempted. And it is now 35-16 Rowan. And despite the fact that it's a big deficit for Salve, you can kind of feel some life coming back.
All right, setting up for the kickoff. This is going to be Mateo again. Mateo Marasco. And it's a short little pooch kick down around the 30 and taken there. And Jawan Hayes goes immediately out of bounds, stopping the clock with the ball around the 27 of Rowan.
Well, I don't even want to mention it, but there are 29 seconds left, and Rowan has found a way to move the ball, and very quickly. Let's see if Salve can get into the locker room without another score. They start at their own 27-yard line, 73 yards away.
All right, Rowan heads for the line of scrimmage. It looks like they're not going to do anything but snap the ball and take a knee.
It does look that way, so we're going to head into the locker room. That's it.
Snap and a knee, and they're going to let the final seconds tick away here in the first half. And what a first half for the Rowan Profs. Coming up here from New Jersey, saying, "Hi, Salve, we've never played you before, but go ahead, try and stop us." So it is a 35-16 Rowan lead over Salve here at Toppa Field in Newport, and a perfect Saturday afternoon for football. And we're glad you could check us out on FM 101.1 or maybe on WADK.com. All right, we will take a timeout here, take a little break. We'll come back and talk about the half and a few other things as you stay with us here on a Saturday afternoon. Okay, I'm going to want Salve and Brick Alley and Corrigan, please. Brick Alley, Salve, and Corrigan. I know you said something about Brick Alley, but I couldn't understand you. It's really bad.
Hello, my name is Kevin Gilmartin. I am the head football coach here at Salve Regina University, and I've been here 9 years now. And actually, the first time I was in the state of Rhode Island was when I came up here for my job interview. And I'm going through Rhode Island, and I'm saying, "Boy, this is a beautiful state," and I was getting more and more excited. And then all of a sudden, I hit the bridges, and I said, "Whoa, this is definitely a little bit different place." And I found myself using the words ridiculous, insane, and awesome, because that's exactly what this place is. It was the place that really got me here, but it's the people that are keeping me here. What are you looking for in a college? The three things I say to look for is, one, location social, because that's going to be your family, it's going to be your home. 2 is going to be academics, because that's what you're going to school for, obviously, to help open up the next 30 years of your life. You know, the players challenge themselves, and they want to be champions on and off the field. And then the third part, the third bucket, the part that, you know, automatically brings a smile to our face is football. You know, obviously we love it, we're passionate about it, and we've been very good on it. And that's me being humble with it. You know, I've been here 9 years, like I said, and we've been to the postseason 7 of those 9 years. In college football in Division III, first place in the conference is going to the playoffs. Second place is going to a bowl game, and then third place and down is going home. And so we've either been first or second place in the conference, you know, 7 of those 9 years. So when I say we're pretty good, that's definitely an understatement. And so at any point in time, if you need to get in touch with us, and obviously that's a big factor of it, our doors are always open and our phones are always available. So call us, text us, email us, however you want to get in contact with us. We'd love to talk to you, because obviously we love talking to the people that are going to join the football family, because we want to get to know them to make sure that you're the right fit for us, because we're huge believers in chemistry and culture for the team. And so we want to get to know you as much as possible.
In the first half, 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. They're perfect. You can't let that happen again. As a matter of fact, now that Salve's let Rowan put 35 on the board, you got to believe they might be able to afford to give up one more score. You know what I mean? They put up one more score at 42. Salve's still got a long way to go to get to 42. They can't afford to let them put up 3 or 4 more scores in the second half. Just can't be done. So if Salve's going to win this football game, it's going to have to be on defense, or at least, you know, start to nullify. Get them to punt once, you know, something along those lines, because what Rowan has done offensively has been pretty stunning. But when you look at the numbers, as I just did, what Salve has done offensively under any other circumstances would be considered a phenomenal first half. I mean, their numbers are, you know, almost as good. Not quite, but, you know, almost as good. And the real key, I think, to that first half was that fumble. That fumble really hurt, because it gave Rowan that extra possession and took one away from Salve. And the way the two teams were scoring, instead of 35-16, we might be looking at, you know, 28-23 kind of thing. Because Salve was down deep in Rowan territory when they did fumble the ball, I believe. So, you know, it was a big critical play. They can't make any more mistakes, and they have to find a way to stop Rowan, although no one seems to have an idea yet.
And they can't go trading touchdowns either.
No, that's what I mean. They can't.
That's where the defense comes into play.
Yeah, they can't. You know, two. If Rowan scores twice in the second half, it's over. You know, 2 touchdowns, it's 49 points. Salve's not going to get to 49. It's not enough time. So they have to stop. Occasional 3-and-out wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Here's some other things going on for Salve today. Some of them are probably still going on. We have soccer matches for Salve, but they're on the road up at Suffolk. The women's soccer team started at 1 o'clock, and the men's soccer team will play at 4 at Suffolk. The Salve field hockey team, who is either 5-1 or 6-1, has been hosting Endicott. They started at noon. And the women's volleyball team is hosting Curry starting at 1. So, we've talked about it. We might as well get specific. Here's what happened in the first half, and here's some amazing numbers from the first half.
All right, the scoring summary first, and that could take a while. Here we go. With 10:33 left to go in the first quarter, that's a minute and a half into the. I'm sorry, no, that's 4.5 minutes into the game. But 4.5 minutes in, Rowan finished a 10-play, 76-yard drive. Mike Husney with a 2-yard run. The kick was good. It was 7-0. Then came the fumble by Salve. Critical fumble. That gave the ball to Rowan. Actually, it wasn't deep in their territory. They went 7 plays, 68 yards. C.J. Barrett took a 20-yard touchdown pass from Husney. The kick was good. It was 14-0. Salve got their first drive going, and with 3:29 left to go in the first quarter, they went 9 plays, and they ended up 9 plays, 61 yards, and Chris Maida with a 21-yard field goal made it 14-3. Into the second quarter we go. 14:51 left to go in the half. Rowan, 6 plays, 82 yards. John Maldonado, a 34-yard touchdown pass from Husney. Kick is good. It's 21-3. Back comes Rowan again with 10:46. Just 4 minutes later, 5 plays, 71 yards. Eddie Jamison, a 56-yard touchdown pass from Husney. Kick is good. It's 28-3. Salve comes back. 7:13 left to go in the half. They put together an 8-play, 65-yard drive. Pat Travers, 5-yard touchdown pass from McGuire. Kick is good. It's 28-10. Rowan's not done. 3:45 left to go. 8 plays, 46 yards. Afrique Andy with a 6-yard touchdown run. Kick is good. 35-10. But Salve still 31 seconds left to go. They complete a 10-play, 77-yard drive. Max DeVito takes a 5-yard touchdown pass from McGuire. The PAT was no good. It was 35-16. Here we are at halftime. That is our score. And here we go with the individual numbers. They are staggering. For Rowan first, Afrique Andy, 5 carries, 11 yards. He has a touchdown. Mike Husney, 7 carries, 46 yards, almost 7 yards a carry. He has a touchdown. Greg Harris has a carry for 11 yards. Jawan Hayes, 12 carries, 70 yards, almost 6 yards a carry. Mike Husney, 10 for 12 passing, 210 yards, 3 touchdowns. John Maldonado, 5 catches, 91 yards. He has a touchdown. C.J. Barrett, 4 catches, 63 yards. He has a touchdown. Eddie Jamison, 1 catch, 56 yards. He has a touchdown. So, for Rowan, 25 carries on the ground, 138 yards. 10 for 12 passing for 210 more. They have 348 yards of offense in the first half.
Wow.
You do that again, you're looking at 700.
Oh my
you don't
gosh.
see that.
Yeah.
You just don't see it. No, look at Salve. Joey Moriello, 14 carries, 109 yards, almost 8 yards a carry. Jack McGuire was 13 for 16 for 147 yards and 2 touchdowns. 4 catches for Pat Travers. 1 for Marcelino Labella. 1 for Joey Moriello. 2 to Max DeVito. I don't have the touchdowns. Let me just get that quickly. It was Travers and DeVito. Okay, so DeVito caught 2 for 42 yards and a touchdown. Ben Cortez, 2 catches, 5 yards. John Whitehouse, 2 catches. Connor Welch had a catch as well. So look at Salve's numbers. 16 carries, 108 yards on the ground. 13 for 16 passing for 147 yards. They've got 255 yards of total offense. Tell me that before this game started, that that's where they'd be at halftime, and I'd say, oh, they're going to be comfortably ahead, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're getting kind of clobbered, and it's amazing how much offense we have seen. Over 600 total yards of offense by the two teams combined. Nobody has shown any inclination to want to stop anybody, and now, here we are at 35-16. Oh, my goodness.
There's a good phrase that works. Oh, my goodness. 35-16. All right, we're at halftime here at Toppa Field in Newport. Got a good-sized crowd. You know what? I hurt every time I look at the gentleman in the front row, right in front of us.
I as well. I as well. You look at the gentleman in the front row who's kind of wearing a cut-off T-shirt. He is clean-shaven on the top of his head, and the only thing that comes to my mind is SPF 50.
Wow.
Because the gentleman is about as sunburned
red
as you can be. So, anyway.
On the head, on the shoulders, on his back.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So, anyway.
Hopefully everything turns out well, sir. All right. We wish you appeal. So, all right, let's see what we have for you. We have the ability to take a break. So why don't we do that? It'll be a short break for a couple of messages. Then we'll be back here at Toppa Field on FM 101.1 and on WADK.com.
Best Music Compilation.
When they come back home to bring that one to you. Now, as for high school football, last night we were here to watch Rogers have a tough time in their loss to Westerly, which was 50-12. That was a dominating performance by the Bulldogs of Westerly.
Boy, yeah, we didn't expect to see two games like we're seeing this weekend, but boy, we've seen a lot of points being scored on this field. But yeah, you're right. Rogers did have a tough time, and Westerly looks pretty darn good.
In other games for the locals last night, Middletown got its first win of the season as they were victorious 18-10 over the Central Falls Blackstone Valley Prep Co-op team. And Portsmouth, on the other hand, ran into a very good Central team, and Portsmouth would end up losing that game 15-7. Benny Hurd scored that lone touchdown for the Patriots. And next weekend, let's see, we are going up to Cranston. We're going to go to Cranston Stadium to bring you Portsmouth at Cranston East.
Well, there you go.
So hopefully everything will work. We've had some problems up there technically, so we're hoping all good things will happen. And that's our next broadcast we have scheduled for you. Friday night, a little before 7 o'clock. Portsmouth at Cranston East at Cranston Stadium. All right. We have Salve back on the field working out, and also Rowan over on the far sideline starting to work out a bit to get ready for the second half. I'm curious about Kevin Gilmartin. I mean, he's got the knack of gab, and he's got the football knowledge. So I'm wondering if he came up with some kind of magic words at halftime. It's not really that difficult to figure out, as Jim pointed out brilliantly. You got to play some defense.
Yeah. That's my steep football background that says when you give up 35 in the first half, you probably should stop a little bit. But and Kevin's a motivator. He's a good football mind. If there is a way, he might find it. The question is there a way to stop this team? Because so far the answer has been a resounding no, and we'll see what happens in the second half. But it's. If you had your dream scenario of how to start the half, you get the opening kickoff and score. Now you're within 2 touchdowns, and then get a stop. If you tell me right now that Salve is going to score in their first possession and get a stop on their first defensive possession, I'll take my chances from there. But there's there's no reason to believe that's going to happen the way the first half played out.
They've got to find a way to somehow contain Mike Husney.
Yeah, and then when Husney kind of didn't really, in the second half of that first half, he kind of stopped taking over, and then all of a sudden Jawan Hayes and Ifriki Ande, they started like banging out 10, 12 yards at a clip. So there's been some balance, as you said, and you were 100% right.
Well, we'll see what Salve's come up for with answers here to this Rowan offense. And then, of course, they've shown some offense of their own. And Joey Moriello's running fine.
Yeah.
Already over 100 yards. McGuire has been extremely accurate. And yet here they are trailing 35-16.
Yeah. Yep. So, well, and again, I think I think another key that we noticed is that there were times when they got pressure on Husney, and when they would get pressure on Husney, either he would escape that pressure and run and get a first down, or he would find a pathway for his arm to throw it around defenders and for a first down. Or this one play that was right in front of us, he was heading for the sidelines like he was going to go out of bounds, and then he kind of just heaved one over the defenders. We thought he might have been over the line of scrimmage. It was close either way. I'm not calling it a bad call, but and that somehow got to a receiver for a first down. So even when they did get pressure on him, he responded. He's a very, very heady football player, and it's showing.
I'm just curious what the temperature is right now. I've got it at 75 degrees.
Yeah, it feels all of that.
And just a slight breeze. So Hopefully, I don't know that there's much humidity today. I hope not, because that might make it a little uncomfortable. But
Yep, I have 74 on,
I like my
on
temperature
my
better.
device. Yeah, well, we're not going to fight over a degree, but what the heck. So yeah, it's a beautiful day for the fans. But yeah, you got to wonder, is it a little warm for the players? Sure it is. You know, they'd like it to be, 55, kind of thing, because they're, because they're in full gear and working hard. So anyway,
Got a number of the Seahawks getting stretched out here by the Amanda, the trainer, and her helpers.
yeah, well, again, you want to make sure you try to prevent cramping and that kind of thing. And if it is humid, that will happen. So hydrate and stretch. So,
Exactly. All right, we are nearing the start of this game. I mean, the start of the second half of this game.
It would be okay if we started over.
Yeah,
but
we could try that. I don't think we could get away with it, but
nah, probably not.
it is a 35-16 Rowan advantage. So far, the Profs have outsmarted the Seahawks.
Ah, very good. They've out everything. They've out physical. It's been a tough one, but
Let me give you that front line again for Rowan. Tackle, Jefferson DeJean, 6'3", 290. Guard, Brady Smith, 6 feet, 240. Center, Price Bouchard, 6'1", 280. Rob Stashik, 6'1", 260. Kyle Young, 6'5", 305 pounds. That's tackle to tackle.
yeah.
That's a lot of beef.
Yeah, so you're the Salve line looking at that, and yeah, there you go. Well, we're about ready. Rowan's putting the ball down on the tee. Salve getting ready to return it. He's kicked the ball kind of left and out of bounds a couple of times, so keep an eye on that, but second half ready to go.
And Ty O'Loughlin, the Middletown High School grad, is in the middle of the three deep on the receiving end for Salve. And your kick, high, end over end. O'Loughlin takes it at the 7, going up the middle, 15, 20, looking for some run in the room, can't quite break free. He had a bunch of it to his left, but he couldn't quite get there. So Salve will start in fair field position.
Yeah, right around the 23 or 4, 23.
Well, it's hard to imagine that Ty O'Loughlin is in his senior year at Salve Regina.
Yeah. Yep.
Time flies. All right, back to work. Go the Seahawks. Jack McGuire at quarterback. Joey Moriello, the single setback. Single wides left and right. McGuire gives to Moriello, trying to go right. Not much there. He fights his way forward to get to about the 28, 29-yard line.
Yeah, that's the kind of runner Joe he is. Not much there. He only gets 5. So you know what I mean. Even when there's not much there, he still gets 5 yards, which is a pretty good first down pickup. He's broken a couple of big ones. Had a 25-yarder and a 20-yarder and a couple of 18s.
All right, again, the single wides left and right. Hand off again to Moriello. Tries the left side this time. Man, he's not going anywhere.
Nope.
Gee, here's a shocker. A.J. Akins was in on the stop. So they give Joey a little bit of forward progress, it looks like. Maybe a yard. Nope, not even that. No gain. Third down. Salve threatening to go 3 and out.
Yeah, they really need a first down here.
The ball rests on the Salve 27, 28-yard line. Now we go to a slot formation on the right side and on the left. McGuire back to pass, looking left, throwing and completing it to Hayden Hume. First down. First time we've called out Hayden's name. Excellent senior receiver from Milford, Connecticut. Got himself open in the flat. And a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Pick up almost of 10 yards on that play.
Looking for the play from the sideline. Salve does not huddle up at any time. We're going to put trips over here on the left-hand side. Single wide out on the, trips are on the right. Single on the left. McGuire looking left, throwing, and it is going to be caught at the 40-yard line in Rowan territory. And that is a great reception by Marcelino Labella. He was that single wide out on the left.
22 yards on that pickup.
First and 10, Salve at the 40 of the Profs. Opening up the second half with this drive. Trips go to the right again. McGuire hands it off. Moriello goes left, turns the corner, puts on some speed, spins around, and gets brought down around the 33-yard line.
Picked up 7 or 8 on that carry.
Great acceleration over there by Joey Moriello. Joey, by the way, comes out of Colts Neck, New Jersey.
Rowan is saying, how did we let this one get away?
Exactly. Joe Highland comes in at tight end for Salve on the left side while the trips go back on the right again. Moriello behind Jack McGuire. And it is a play fake and a pass over the middle and almost intercepted.
Off the hands of the receiver and nearly got to a defender. That was scary.
John Whitehouse was the intended receiver. It went off his fingertips and held up in the air for just too long, but finally hit the turf. 3rd down and 3 for Salve at the Rowan 33. We put the trips on the right again.
The running play on a 3rd and short has not been working for them. See if they go back to it.
McGuire hands it to Moriello. He goes left. He gets the first down and more.
That worked.
25-yard line for the gain. Finally stopped on the play by linebacker Mike Masholi. The quickness of Joey Moriello on display right there. To the 26, 1st and 10. Again with the trips to the right. McGuire wants to pass, flips it over here, and it is caught for a short gain. Not much happening there. Is that Ben Cortez on the receiving end? No, it is. I'm sorry. It's 37. John Whitehouse. Corrected me. There was Mr. Lynch on the public address. Pickup of 3 to the 23. 2nd down. Now we have single wides left and right. Moriello in the backfield by himself. Behind Jack McGuire, 6'5" quarterback looking to pass. Crossing pattern. It's caught around the 15-yard line.
Good catch because that ball was behind him.
And that is Hayden Hume again, who had set up wide left and went on the crossing pattern.
Well, they give him the 14.
So the short passes are working very effectively.
9 yards on that completion.
Salve marching downfield, hoping to finish off this drive. They'll put a slot set up on the left side. The slot back sets up now tight on the left side. McGuire pitches it to Moriello, left side, finds a block, cuts inside, and gets down inside the 10.
Got about 5 yards almost on that carry. They may not give him the 9. Let's see if they do.
Again, Mike Masholi on the stop.
Just barely. 5 yards on that carry for Joey.
2nd down, about 6. First down's just inside the 5. Play comes in from the sideline.
This is the 11th play of the drive. This is kind of what the doctor ordered for the first drive, but it's got to result in 6.
Still a 4-man front defensively for Rowan.
Offside, I think.
Straight drop, throw in the end zone, and contact and catch for a touchdown. And making the reception is Max DeVito. So Salve comes out and does exactly what you want them to do. March downfield for a score. Now let's see if Chris Maida can convert the extra point. Last time there was a bad snap. Maida waits. There's the snap. It's a fake. The pass goes over to the kicker. He's not going to get in the end zone. Salve tried a fake play for the 2 points, and Rowan was all over it. 35-22. Salve trails. Let's see how the defense does when we come back after this. Much needed score. Kick is an end over end kick going down to about the 14-yard line. And on the return, not much happening. On the run back for Rowan was again Terry Karlstrom. Now the pressure goes on the defensive Salve.
Salve's offense pretty much mirrored the last drive of the first half. 11 plays, 77 yards. Max DeVito, a 9-yard pass from McGuire. Again, the PAT was no good. 35-22. Defense, do you hear us?
Mike Husney, the quarterback, goes back to work. Juwan Hayes beside him. Trips to the left side. And it will be a handoff to Juwan. Tries the right side. Gets slowed down, pushed up, and pushed back. 3 Seahawks in on that tackle. Juwan Hayes gets credit for forward progress of a yard to the 33. I'm sorry, the 28. The 28-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Juwan Hayes out of Florence, New Jersey. He's got some good size, but he was triple teamed right there. We put the trips on the left side again. Husney in the shotgun again. The snap, the play fake, the rush. Husney's on the run trying to find some room. Broke one tackle and got some yardage out of it. Instead of getting sacked, Husney, very smart runner, gets over the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was, again, should have been no gain. He ends up picking up 6 yards.
Goes to the 33. 3rd down, about 4. Big moment here for the Salve defense early in the second half. Slot formation to the left. The snap to Husney. He's going to run with it. Now pitch it to Hayes. Going wide. So he's caught, brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Great penetration by the Seahawk defense. Leading the charge, C.J. Minchin from the secondary. So far, the second half, just what Salve needs on both sides of the football.
There you go. 3 plays and out. First punt of the game for Rowan.
Yeah, we finally get to say Tommy Brennan's name. He's the punter. Ty O'Loughlin's back by himself around his 30-yard line. Snap is good. Kick is away. It's short of Ty. He'll let it bounce, and he'll get out of the way. And he'll take a Rowan roll all the way down to about the 25-yard line. That was at first an average punt, but it ended up a really good one. 26-yard line is where they'll put it. So, Salve's offense will go back to work. Can they replicate what they just did?
So that turned into a 41-yard punt, despite the fact that it kind of looked like it might be maybe like a 30-yarder.
Exactly.
So their own 26. They've started their last 2 drives at the 23 and turned them into touchdowns. Now let's see what they can do from their own 26.
Jason Azzolino to center the ball to Jack McGuire. And he'll pitch it to Moriello. Tried to go left, not much there, so he cuts inside at the tackle and picks up just a couple of yards. The fans are wanting a late hit kind of a flag, but they're not going to get it.
These officials, done a pretty good job, but boy, they've let things go. So if there was any gain at all, it was minuscule. I think we're going to call it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the 27, so we'll give them a yard.
Right.
How's that?
Sure.
2nd down and 9. Let's add to Moriello's total.
I'm easy.
Now we have 4 wideouts on the right side, 1 on the left. McGuire, short drop, wants to throw, doesn't see anybody, runs out of the pocket. Now he's on the run, he'll throw it over here, and it will be caught. Nice job to get open by Hayden Hume, right in front of the Salve bench. And another big first down. They put it out to the 37-yard line.
Picked up 10 yards. I'm going to tell you something. Jack McGuire is much more accurate, than he's been. He is right on the money today.
And he's pretty darn mobile, too.
Yeah.
All right, double wides, left and right. McGuire back to pass, looking, throwing over here, wide open, and a catch. Nice job to hang up Marcelino Labella again, getting into an open gap, and McGuire found him. To the 39 of Rowan.
24 yards on that pickup.
We'll put trips over on the left side in this formation. Moriello now in the backfield behind McGuire. He'll get the handoff, doesn't see anything to run through, tries to run around it, gets away. He's at the 30, almost to the 30-yard line.
Wow.
How did he get away from all of those white jerseys? Joey Moriello puts Salve on the 32 of Rowan.
Grabbed 7 quick yards somehow, and that was just an escape act that time. 2nd and 3.
Salve going left to right here in the third quarter. Fighting from behind. McGuire keeps it, pitches it to Moriello going wide, and is grabbed by the shoulder pads.
That's a horse collar.
Penalty flag is thrown right at the spot of the tackle. And this will be a big help to the Salve positioning here.
That'll be 15. I tell you, sometimes when Joey is getting by you, the best you can do is you reach out and grab something. That time it was around the neck area. You can't do that. That's going to be 15, I suppose. And if it is, it's going to get this ball down inside the 20.
They'll be marched off down to, they're still going. 17-yard line. 1st and 10 Salve. They've already scored once in the second half. This is their second possession. And back to work they go. Trips to the right. Double wides left. McGuire, short drop over the middle. Touchdown! All by himself again, Max DeVito. Got himself in perfect position inside the defender, and McGuire hit him right on the numbers.
Boys and girls, we have a football game. Didn't think we were gonna, but we do.
We could use an extra point. Let's see if we can convert one finally.
They have one, but that's all.
Chris Maida puts it up,
There
puts
we
it
go.
through, and good. 35-29. Salve's within a touchdown with 5:10 to go in the third quarter. We'll keep it here for now.
Well, that was a 6-play, 74-yard drive. Max DeVito, a 17-yard touchdown pass from McGuire, who is now putting together a day of his own. My goodness. Let me see if I can get you some numbers on Jack McGuire. He is now 21 of 25 for 251 yards and 4 touchdowns.
He's getting the time he needs, and when he didn't get the time, he made a beautiful rollout and scramble and put a pass together there.
And that's the third touchdown reception for DeVito.
All right, getting ready for the kickoff again for the Seahawks is Mateo Morasco. And he gets a high end-over-end kick. And this will be Terry again at the 15, 20, 25, and then brought down just beyond the 30-yard line.
A little more pep in their step, I'd say, for Salve.
Terry Karlstrom again on that return. So let's see if the defense can do it again. They forced Rowan to a 3-and-out. Ball just over the 30 of Rowan. 1st and 10.
Salve within 6 points somehow. They were down 35-10 at one point. It's now 35-29.
Mike Husney in the shotgun formation. Going to hand it off to Juwan Hayes. Caught in the backfield and hauled down. Great job that time for Salve on the defensive end. And the big man who got it done, number 99, Dylan Hodge.
Loss of 2 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 12. And suddenly confidence appears to have arrived on the Salve side.
At the 29-yard line. It is Husney rolling, looking, running. He's going to keep it, and he'll be pushed out of bounds around the 33-yard line.
Which, when you come right down to it, the line of scrimmage was the 31, so it's not like it, not the original. So it's still 3rd down and nearly 10.
Listen to that Salve crowd getting into it. The Salve bench urging them on. The ball's just inside the 32 of Rowan.
This is one huge play in this football game. What a good afternoon of football.
Let's see if they can get to Mike Husney and put some pressure on. Trips to the right side. Snap. Husney still looking. Now throws over here on an outlet pass to Juwan Hayes, who's going to stay on his feet and pick up a 1st down.
That hurt.
Nearly brought down by Matt Sylvia, short of a 1st down, but he managed to escape that tackle, and Juwan Hayes picks up that needed 1st down for Rowan at their 43.
They needed 9 yards. He got them 11.
Back to work goes the Salve defense with Dylan Hodge and Dylan Budnick and Alex Pitzer leading the front line. Husney stays in the shotgun and hands it off straight ahead to Juwan Hayes. And he just puts his head down and drives forward for about 7 yards.
A little too much on that one. They had been kind of bottling him up, but not that time. They have the ability to go off tackle with their big line. And it's a tough one for Salve to stop. Their stops tend to happen, in the backfield. So he picks up about 7, as you said, 2nd down and 3.
Pasquale DeStefano keyed the tackle. 2nd down, about 3, right at midfield. Right to left go the profs of Rowan University. Double wides to the right. Handoff again, Juwan Hayes right up the gut for a 1st down. Excellent blocking on that big front line of Rowan. And in to help make the stop that time was Zach Katarius, the linebacker out of Sandwich, Mass. At the 44 of Salve, Rowan is starting to get on a bit of a march here to regain some momentum they've totally lost in this 2nd half. Under center. Husney hands it off. Nice move here by Ifriki Andy to get away from the initial hit and work his way down to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, pick up a 5. They cannot, allow them to start getting 5 yards at a chunk, but that's what they're doing right now.
Right now, Kevin Gilmartin and his coaches are shifting in people after every play on the defense. Try to keep them fresh.
3rd quarter nearly over.
Minute 45 remaining. Rowan with the ball. Rowan with the lead. Rowan trying to get back the momentum. 35-29. Single wides left and right, and Husney will hand it off, and this
Big
is going to be
hole.
Ifreaky again.
Didn't get the first down, but that was a big hole there.
Ricky Andy on the carry.
I think it's going to be 3rd down and about 2.
They put it down on the 36 of Salve. This has to be 4-down territory if you're Rowan. Play signaled in from the sideline. Husney will go back to work behind his big center, Price Bouchard. He's going to work from under center. Let's see if he keeps it like he did once before. 2 yards to go. He gives it back. This is Andy, and he gets the first down easily, running off tackle right side.
Yeah, there are holes off tackle. So they're back to doing what they were doing, unfortunately. Pick up a 4 to the 32. First down.
Ifreaky Andy is a 5'6", 210-pound running back out of Galloway, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And back come the Profs again, driving into Salve territory, right to left.
9th play of this drive. They're answering the way they wanted to.
Husney in the shotgun, waiting the snap, gets it, and fakes. No, he handed it off. Andy is the runner. We got down to about the 30-yard line.
That'll end the quarter.
Brought down by Alex Spitzer.
So 3 quarters are done. The decisive 4th quarter is on the way. We'll be back in 60 seconds on 101.1. Rowan's on the march. Even if they had to settle for a field goal, it would become a 2-possession ball game. But they're looking like they're not quite done marching down the field here.
2nd and 8.
From the 30 of Salve, handoff. This is going to be a wide run, and it's not going to gain anything. That's Matt Sylvia coming in to make the stop on Ifreaky Andy for a loss on the play.
Well, here it is, folks. Big, big, big play now.
A loss of a yard to the 31.
3rd and 9.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Well, it is 4-down territory, I suspect.
I don't think their kicker has this long a range field goal wise if they don't convert.
No, it would be over 45 yards if they don't get any gain here.
Trips to the left. Single wide out to the right, the snap. And a quick pass out on the screen area. And is Maldonado stopped right there. What a great place to be, defensively speaking, for Joe Vecchione, the linebacker from Chelmsford, Mass.
Well, now it's 4th and 9. And if that play was big, this one is bigger.
Still close to the 31-yard line. 4th down and about 9. Early 4th quarter.
Got to get some pressure on the quarterback, you might think.
Who can also run. Mike Husney in the shotgun. Steps back. He's going to punt the ball.
Very short.
Very short punt. And it will take a Salve bounce and end up in about the 22-yard range. Salve stops Rowan again. They trail by 6 early in the 4th quarter, and they'll start at their own 22-yard line.
And again, that's kind of where they've been starting. Their last 4 possessions, they started at the 35, the 23, the 23, and the 26, and all 4 of them led to touchdowns.
Out comes the offense led by Jack McGuire, the 6'5" senior from Abington, Mass.
Well, I'll tell you, the punt might have been a good idea, but poor execution, that went nowhere.
Trips to the right. Handoff, Moriello to the left. Finds a hole. Steps aside from a tackle. Gets to the 30, 35, 40-yard line. Joey Moriello sidestepping several tacklers. Big first down. Joey.
18 yards on the pickup. Moriello right now has 22 carries, 159 yards.
1st and 10, Salve. So far, they have owned this second half. They had to.
And late in the first half as well.
All right, trips out to the right. Back to pass, McGuire. Steps up, being pressured. Rolls out to the right on the run. Now throwing, and it is just over the outstretched hands of the intended receiver beyond midfield.
Boy, I'll tell you, calm as can be. Jack McGuire kind of directing his receivers, nearly completed one on the sideline there.
That was to Pat Travers, who goes 6'4", but couldn't quite stretch out enough to grab that one. 2nd down and 10, Salve at their own 40-yard line. Excellent secondary coverage made it hard on Jack McGuire.
And a little pressure on him as well.
Moriello is the single setback. Trips are over to the right side. Shotgun, snap, pass, catch, and this is
not going very far.
Cortez for a very short gain. Ben Cortez on the right wing.
Got about 2 or 3 yards, maybe 3. Yeah, that's what they'll give him. And it's going to be 3rd and 7. So they wanted to throw out to the flat and try to get him in open space for a run, but there was no space.
Play comes in from the sideline. The ball rests on the 43 of Salve, 3rd down and 7. Trips to the left. Snap. McGuire throws over the middle. Caught for a first down. And right there is Jack Hannon with his first reception of the day, right in the middle. To the 49 of Rowan. 1st and 10. Jack McGuire does it again. Trips to the right again. Snap. Pass to the right side. Complete. And a spin and a gain out close to the 40 of Rowan. John Whitehouse, the receiver. Graduate student out of Foxborough.
Picks up 9 on that play. 2nd and 1.
Right on the 40 of Rowan.
What a game. What a game that's being put together by Jack McGuire. 24 of 29, 271 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Salve on the move, right to left in the 4th quarter. Back to pass McGuire. He's got a little bit of time. He throws over the middle, but trying to get it to Joey Moriello. Threw it a little too hard and a little bit behind him.
Yeah, that was, he might have had him, but he did throw it behind him. That was really not a catchable ball. And you haven't been able to say that very much about Jack McGuire's passes today. It's 3rd and 1.
At the 40 of Rowan. Up to the offensive line now to see if they can open up a little hole for at least a yard. Moriello's in the backfield, and he'll get the handoff, slices inside and more. There goes Joey Murillo, and he is going to go all the way for the touchdown. So much for 1 yard. How about 40? Joey Murillo with a burst of speed away from the line of scrimmage, and Salve Regina has tied the game.
This is amazing. They were down 35-10. We're at 35-35. Big extra point coming up.
And that sure belongs to Chris Maida. Snap, kick, it's on the way, it's good. Salve leads 36-35
My goodness.
with 11:04 to go. We'll be right back after this. Alrighty then. By the way, Kylie, I'm not yelling too much, am I?
Well, they've come back from 35-10 down to taking a 36-35 lead. This is as spectacular a comeback as we've seen in a while.
A little pooch kick.
Look out.
And it's caught and taken by Rowan inside their 45-yard line. That is a bold call.
It is a bold call, and it's going to give Rowan good field position right around their 43-yard line. Let's see if it's the 44. 43. Okay. Well, in their last 5 possessions, Salve has scored 5 touchdowns.
1st and 10 Rowan at their own 43. Salve defense to be tested yet again.
Now it's going to be just a back and forth. I mean, we're basically starting from scratch here. 36-35.
Under center, Husney fakes the handoff, back to pass. Now he's being rushed. Now he's being sacked. Back at the 35-yard line.
They finally get to him.
And getting up from the bottom of the pile, I can't tell. That might have been Zach Letellier. Is that 32?
Yep.
He got a cramp, but he stays out there.
Let's see, where are they putting the ball? Right at the 37?
Yep.
So a loss of 6 yards on that sack.
And Letellier is going to come out. He's got to work out a cramp.
2nd down, 17.
Rowan finding a very much different defense here in the second half than they saw in the first. Double wides left, handoff straight ahead, and nothing there. No gain at all. And that was Jawan Hayes. Salve's Zach Ludeman leading the charge from his linebacking slot. 3rd down.
If they get a stop here, the defenders' feet might not touch the ground on the way to the sidelines. They are sky high right now.
The officials have called a timeout. I don't know if Rowan has.
Somebody has, because somebody might be getting a little smelling salts kind of a thing. Not sure. It is an injury timeout.
A big play here for Rowan's offense, for Salve's defense.
Right now it is 3rd and 16. If they can get the ball back, well.
Well, you know who's warming up for Rowan right now? The snapper, Robert Stashik.
Yeah, whoever it is coming out of that game. Is that number
60?
60, yeah.
All right, let's take a look and who that is on offense here.
Probably somebody in the middle of the line.
Number 60, Deron Cooney, a freshman, being helped off the field by a couple of teammates.
Okay, 3rd and 16. The Salve defense, who has played so well this half, needs another one.
And getting to the quarterback, Mike Husney, would be crucial.
Yeah, just make him nervous.
They've got to get to the Salve 47. The snap. Husney short drop, looking, nobody to throw to. He's going to look again, throw over the middle, incomplete at the 50. Great pressure applied by Salve Regina. C.J. Barrett was the intended receiver. 4th down, punting situation for Rowan.
Well, now Salve will have the lead and the ball.
with 9:40 remaining in the game.
3 and out.
Back, back to punt is Tommy Brennan.
This will take your breath away, this game.
Losing my voice here. Ty O'Loughlin waits. Here is the punt. High spiral.
Good one.
Ty is going to catch it and be grabbed right away and down at the 30-yard line. Good concentration by Ty to make that catch. So Salve gets it back at their own 30-yard line.
Well, as big as all those other drives were, this is the one that could really, really make a difference. 31-yard line, 1st and 10, 9.5 minutes left to go. Hey, they just like to kill some clock on the way if they can.
Trips will be to the left side. Pat Travers wide to the right. Moriello in the backfield behind the shotgun quarterback, Jack McGuire. The snap. Moriello off tackle, right side.
Nothing.
Can't escape the tackle. Great job there by big number 73, Luke Janice.
Well, the fans would like the Rowan defenders to play the whistle. They've mentioned that a couple of times. And that's really what's been happening is the whistle will blow 3 or 4 times, and they're still driving on Joey. And, well, that time he didn't gain anything, so it's going to be 2nd and 10.
They gave him a yard. 2nd
Okay.
and 9.
All right.
All right, and the shotgun trips left side, back to pass McGuire, looking over the middle, and it is caught by Hayden Hume. Stays on his feet after the hit and gets down to the Rowan 40-yard line. Hayden Hume with the reception. Great job, not only by Hume, but of course by Jack McGuire.
28-yard pass play. He is starting to mount up numbers.
Trips go wide to the right side. Snap. And the pass goes over to the right wing. And not able to get anywhere is Cortez. Ben made the catch, but then lost his footing. Or is that 37? I thought it was 27. Apparently that's Whitehouse. No, that was 27. I was right.
There you go.
Ben Cortez made the catch.
Yeah, got about 2 yards on the pass play. He couldn't keep his feet, really.
All right, 8 minutes to go in the game. Salve has a 1-point lead.
Again, just keep that clock going, too. If you have to give the ball back to Rowan, try to give him as little time as possible.
At the 38 of Rowan. Snap. Moriello gets a nice block, cuts inside it, gets down to the 30-yard line. Very close to a first down.
Very close to a first down. They're going to mark him probably, well, I don't know.
A little short.
Oh, barely, though. I mean,
Be 3rd and 1.
Okay.
Right up to the line of scrimmage come the Seahawks. McGuire gets the snap. Moriello gets the handoff, gets the first down.
Barely.
Then pushed back, but he crossed over the 30-yard line, and that's all they had to do. Salve on the march with a 1-point lead. The officials call a timeout, and is somebody hurt again? Yep, a Rowan player is down.
Yeah. Moriello over the 200-yard rushing mark. Jack McGuire over the 300-yard passing mark. That's 500 yards of offense.
Both teams get to the sidelines during this injury timeout for a Rowan player who looks to be one of the bigger guys.
I'm not sure they have too many smaller guys up on that front line. But, yeah, that's two times one of their front men gets kind of dinged up a little bit.
What an incredible comeback. Can Salve pull it off?
I mean, the comeback is one thing. This game has been unbelievable. Just unbelievable. 35-10. Rowan led by 25 points in the first half. And we were pretty much wondering what in the world was happening. We'd never seen Salve, perform anything like this. And then they just come roaring back. And it's now 36-35 Salve. They have the ball. It's 1st and 10. They're at the Rowan 29-yard line. Between Jack McGuire and Joey Moriello, this has been an artistic performance offensively.
Luke Janice was the injured player, but he walked off the field under his own power. Big lineman, 5'10", 265. Salve back to work on offense. 1st and 10, just inside the Rowan 30. Going right to left here in the final quarter. This crowd loving how this game has evolved.
And they're kind of watching the play clock. It's at 20 now, and the game clock is ticking to 7 minutes to go.
McGuire in the shotgun. Moriello's over his right shoulder.
10 seconds on the play clock. Now they'll get going.
Trips to the right side. The snap. Moriello again. Off tackle. Left side. Short gain. Oh, I'm sorry. Connor Welch. Did he sneak in there? Didn't even see that. 28 is the number for Connor Welch.
Yeah, that's him, I believe.
He is in the backfield, giving Moriello a break.
Yeah, picked up about 2 to the 27.
It is 2nd down and 8 for Salve.
And again, they are letting the play clock get inside 10 every single time.
Just over 6 minutes to go in the game. Snap to McGuire, wants to pass. Throws over here. The intended receiver fell down. He did not get tripped, which the crowd thought, but he was wide open. It might be Hayden Hume again.
Yeah, they had him. They might have had him for 6.
Wide open on the left wing.
Once again, just a great decision by Jack McGuire to go there. But just as he was throwing it, Hayden kind of tripped over his own feet.
That stops the clock with 6:04 to go and brings up a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, and then, of course, with the clock stopping, Salve can run play clock all they want.
At this part of the field, you would expect Salve to go for it on 4th down because it's a little too far for their kicker.
Yeah, no, there's not from here. I don't know, there's a flag on the play, by
It's
the
a
way.
penalty against Rowan. And it's pass interference.
Now, if that's the case, from the 28, they're going to go down to about the 14. So maybe he was tripped.
So a big break here for Salve to get away from a 3rd and long after the penalties marched off from the line of scrimmage. Kevin Gilmartin wants to know what's going on. His arms are akimbo.
No.
And they're going to march it down only to the 24.
But an automatic first. Maybe it was a holding call.
It wasn't holding. It was the 2 arms extended out.
Huh. What a weird mark off of a penalty. But it's an automatic first. So it's a 1st down inside the 25. We'll call it the 25.
1st and 10, Salve.
24.
6:04 to go. Moriello's back in the backfield. And the handoff, looking for a hole, is Joey Moriello. Not much of one there as he danced around just for a couple of yards. Now we're less than 6 minutes in the game.
And now you're going to see them they'll use clock. So by the time they snap this ball, it's going to be down near 5 minutes to go.
Pat Travers comes back in, and going out was Marcelino Labella. Now Jack Hannon comes in, and the tight end Joe Highland goes out for Salve. At about the 22.
Yep.
2nd down, 8. Snap. McGuire looking. Gets away from the rush. He's going to shovel pass it and get it to Moriello. Moriello is going to dive to the pylon, and he's in. A last-minute decision by Jack McGuire when he was escaping the pressure to shovel it to Joey Moriello. And a Salve touchdown.
Huge extra point right now. Huge.
Joey was just trying to help out by running across the middle about 5 yards down the field. And at the last minute, Jack McGuire found him. And what have we got? Is this a penalty? It is a touchdown.
6 consecutive possessions 6 touchdowns.
For the extra point, Chris Maida.
He needs it to get on 8.
Awaiting the snap. It's a good one. The kick is long enough and good enough. Salve leading Rowan 43-35. 5:14 remaining in the game. All right, we'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back with you.
Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1980, lets you shop conveniently from your mobile device with their groceries to go service. Choose either pickup or home delivery. Clements now delivers to Newport to go along with your service to Middletown, Portsmouth, Tiverton, and Bristol. To shop today, simply visit clementsmarket.com. Clements, a neighborhood store in the very best sense of the word. An integral part of the Portsmouth community, supplying wholesome, fresh, and traditional foods to Aquidneck Island and beyond.
All right, back here at Toppa Field. We're not done yet. Got some defense to play here. Mateo lines up his kickoff for Salve. It's lifted high, not too deep, taken at the 12. And the run back looking for no place. He has no place to go. Oh, man. What coverage that time by Salve's Francisco Aguero. All over the kickoff returner, who I did not see grab that kick. But that was tremendous coverage.
He did not get to the 20. And don't forget, he took that ball at the 12. He ran it to the 18. That wasn't a punt return. That was just outstanding coverage.
1st and 10 Rowan. They're at their own 18, and they now trail by 8.
And they are 82 yards away from a potential tying score.
Mike Husney and company go back to work. Man in motion goes to the left side, and it will be a handoff. And there'll be a short gain this time for, I believe, Juwan Hayes.
Look at the gang tackling now. Before, they were just running through holes. Now they're finding 5 guys.
Dylan Hodge again, the 295-pound nose guard.
Pick up 2, but the clock is running. 4:45 left in the game.
At their 20-yard line, 2nd down and 8 for the Profs. Slot formation to the left, man in motion to the left. The snap, and it is Husney being charged out of the pocket, so he's running for his life, and he gets a pretty good gain, but shy of a 1st down. Right there to wrap him up.
Picked up about 5 to the 25 or so.
That was Michael La Rivera making the stop out of Ansonia, Connecticut. 3rd down, about 4. The ball inside the 25 of Rowan.
And the clock inside 4 minutes by the time they snap. 4 minutes exactly.
You've got to think Husney's going to go to the air.
You do.
Or run himself.
They're going to have to try to get pressure on him.
Gets the snap, looks to the right, to the left, throws it long, and it is overthrown. Incomplete. 4th down.
Do they have to go for it? I say yes.
Helping on the coverage was outside linebacker Joe Vecchione. Just slightly overthrown. It is 4th and 4. Rowan looks like they will go for it with 3:45 remaining. And they're on their own 20-yard line.
A stop here, and we're looking at a Salve, win potentially. This is a huge play.
Hayes is in the backfield. In the shotgun is Husney. Trips to the left side. Single wide to the right. Husney wants to pass. Throws over the middle. Deflected. Incomplete on 4th down. Great play by the Salve defense. And the guy on the spot, number 31 for Salve, that's Connor Foley from the secondary, breaking up that pass play cleanly.
Well, the comeback is nearly complete. Salve will take over at the Rowan 24-yard line. They were getting embarrassed on their home field in the first half, down 35-10. Well, they put up 33 consecutive points.
Salve takes over, 1st and 10. Why is the defense still on the field? Oh, it's the offense. Okay, I'm sorry. That faked me out for a second.
Now it's just clock management.
Moriello gets the handoff, breaks through the line of scrimmage, and there he goes again. Joey Moriello, right off tackle on the right side and right up the middle for a touchdown. Wow, what an incredible effort by the Seahawks. Joey Moriello does it again. And Salve has extended its lead and trying to add one more.
Oh, my goodness.
Maida trying for the extra point. Ball's down. The kick is on the way. The kick is good. Salve leads it 50-35. Pardon me, Joe Castiglione. Do you believe it?
Oh, my goodness.
What a performance. And now you've got a 15-point lead with 3:34 to go.
And Joey is now 28 carries, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, plus a receiving touchdown. This has been a comeback for the ages.
Well, let's see what Rowan tries to do with 3:34 to go and all of their timeouts, by the way. So
well,
what you want to avoid is a quick score by these profs. And setting up for yet another kickoff. Hope he isn't getting too tired. Is Mateo Marasco. The kick.
Good
Line drive, pretty deep. Fair catch called for
Oh, my goodness.
just before
no.
he got to the goal line.
He is lucky as can be. They're calling it a touchback.
Really?
Yep.
His momentum carried him into the end zone after he called a fair catch inside the 5.
Yeah, fair catch inside the 5. I know you don't want to run clock, but that was not a good idea. So they'll get the ball at the 25-yard line, but now they're down 15 points.
Out come the profs to see what they can do with 3.5 remaining. Back to work goes Mike Husney and company. And we'll have double slot formation, left and right. Snap. Husney throws, and it is caught by C.J. Barrett. Barrett's going to be wrapped up right around the 31-yard line immediately.
So picked up about 5, but right now it doesn't matter. They need scores in a hurry.
And there was Zach Tucker to make the stop.
One of the Zacks.
Second down and about 5. Husney again to pass. Throws a little screen that's incomplete. Looking for Juwan Hayes. Terrific pressure put on that time by outside linebacker Joe Vecchione. He also had help. Let's see, who was that who got over there? For Salve, you want to give him some credit here. That would be Jesse LaGrossa, number 44. Third down and 5. The snap. Husney, quick pass over the middle, caught, and that'll be enough for a first down. Multiple Seahawks in on the stop.
10-yard pickup.
Again, it's Zach Ludeman to lead the way on the charge from his linebacking slot. And a timeout by Rowan. 2:56 to go in this game. These fans have been treated to a sensational football contest.
Now, how many points have we seen scored this weekend? I mean, last night with Westerly running up a big score and 85 points here. Goodness gracious.
62 points last night,
Yep.
50 for Westerly.
Yep. So we've seen 2 50-point performances for offenses. So, wow.
Who would have thought? What was that when they were behind? What, 35 to 10?
35-10. It was 35 to 10 with 3:45 left to go in the first half.
And they have not scored, Rowan, since then.
No, it has been all Salve since then. It has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive touchdowns. 40 straight points.
All right, that was not a timeout. There was a Rowan player down who's now getting off the field under his own power. That is tackle Kyle Young, the 300-pounder. It stopped the clock without a timeout with 2:56 to go.
Well, they should start the clock back up. Oh, no, it was a complete pass, so it is running.
So, spread formation. Husney pressured, gets out of the pocket. He's on the run. He's still looking to throw, and now runs out of bounds to stop the clock.
Smartly.
A little shy of a first down.
He needed to get to midfield. He got to about the 45. Yep. Pick up of 5. 2nd and 5. 2:44 left to go in this unbelievable game.
Clock is running. 2:35 remaining. Snap, pass, and incomplete. Intended out there in the flat. So it'll be a 3rd down and 5 situation.
Well, the first half, Rowan could do nothing wrong. In the second half, Salve could do no wrong.
Terry Karlstrom was the intended receiver who had his hands on it momentarily. 3rd and 5 it is for Rowan at their own 45-yard line. They put trips to the right side. Husney gets the snap, rolls to the right, throws on the run to C.J. Barnett. Barnett is going to be pushed out of play.
Ooh, he might not have gotten the first down, though.
And it's a shy of the 50. It depends on how much. It's very, very close.
Oh, they're moving the chains. Forget that.
Okay. Apparently C.J. did get to the 50, and that would be enough for a first down. Clock is running.
Well, I think I might have measured that.
Trips to the left. Husney back to pass. Looking, going to the far sideline, and it is caught.
Yes.
Yes. Nice catch over there by Maldonado, of course. Best catch receiver on the team. Down to the Salve 35-yard line.
15 yards on that pass play.
Maldonado has that good size over there. 6-footer, 208. Juwan Hayes in the backfield. Back to pass. Husney. Looking, being chased out of the pocket. Now he's going to shovel it forward to C.J. Barnett. I think he was over the line of scrimmage.
But there was a holding call anyway. There should be 2 penalties.
Well, there's at least one. It is against Rowan.
Yeah, he did pitch it forward. I don't think there's any doubt about it. But there was a holding call before it.
So that nullifies the play, which was completed. But with the holding call from the spot of the hold, Rowan's going back a ways.
It kind of makes me a little nervous that they didn't throw a flag on the illegal forward pass, but didn't matter. Now it's going to be 1st down and 20 from the 45-yard line of Salve.
1:51 left in the game. Salve is up by 15. Snap, movement on the front line, false start. Rowan.
The Salve defense is asking for the crowd. I think even the crowd's exhausted. So this is going to go back 5 more, and it'll be 1st and 25, I suspect, although a lot of standing around here. Yeah, no, they're going to walk it off.
Waiting for referee Dennis Donovan.
Yeah, the coach of Rowan is well out onto the field. There was something about that call he didn't like. Maybe everything.
Mr. Donovan, if you please.
Yes, there we go. First and 25.
At midfield, 1:48 to go.
This improbable comeback is nearly over.
Slot formation, right side. Husney looking to pass, throws long, and there's Maldonado in the open, breaking a tackle, and steps out of bounds inside the 20. Great combination. Husney to Maldonado.
Knocked out of bounds by Connor
So he got the 25 that he needed, plus about 6 more. Looks like they're down around the 19-yard line.
And stop the clock with 1:40 to go.
31 yards on the pass play.
Salve defense trying to hold on. Slot right formation. Husney gets the snap, looking right, throwing to the corner, and that'll be intercepted.
Is he in bounds? Yes.
Who is that? Zach Tucker. Right beyond the pylon, inside the end zone. Zach Tucker takes away the ball and wraps up a win for Salve Regina.
And putting an exclamation point on an incredible comeback. Zach Tucker intercepts in the corner of the end zone. He was playing it perfectly. And Salve will take over on their own 20, 1:35 to go. Not sure what the timeout situation is, but Salve is just going to try to run out this clock.
And what Zach Tucker did to keep his feet, or at least one, in bounds to make it a good interception is worthy of note.
Yep.
At the 20, Salve with the ball. Here's Joey Moriello. Moriello off tackle right side, dances around and picks up close to 5 yards. Let's see if Rowan wants to call any timeouts or just let the clock run, which it is doing.
Well, they're not. Picks up 5 yards.
2nd down and 5 for Salve.
I think Rowan would be just happy enough to not let Joey burst 75 yards. And again, Salve looking at that play clock. 17, 16, 15. They don't even really set up until there's 10. There's 10.
We're in the final minute. McGuire awaiting the snap. Gives it to Joey. Tries to cut back inside, and there's Joey at the 35, at the 40, staying in bounds, down at the 43-yard line.
Wow.
Joey continues to run. All the way out to the 43-yard line. That's about what, 18?
Yep. And that gives him 258 yards unofficially.
In the final 30 seconds right now, Salve needs to run one snap. That will do it unless Rowan calls a timeout, which I don't think they'll do.
No, they will not. 3, 2, there it is.
There's the knee, the fist in the air from Jack McGuire. And the final seconds tick away. And the Salve Seahawks have come all the way back and defeated Rowan 50-35. Can you believe it?
Oh, I am having trouble.
Just a remarkable performance. I can't wait for Kevin Gilmartin to get up here and have a little chat with us during the postgame.
I have to admit, rather guiltily, that I was wondering how effusive he was going to be if it stayed the way it was in the first half when they were down 35-10. Now, he's going to be as talkative as you can guess.
I don't think we'll be able to stop him.
No, and nor do we want to.
So we are going to take a timeout. Let's see what we shall do. We'll take a couple of minutes here, Max, and listen for Brick Alley and Corrigan, and then we'll be back with more on the post game here at Toppa Field, live on WADK FM 101.1 and on WADK.com.
Simulcast music compilation.